Velinamiko iyo. My name is Lāhela. I am the co-founder and lead alele for Kamamaluula News. You may recognize #Hawaiian Press. We haven't had a Hai Manao in quite some time, and after what happened yesterday, it's definitely time for one. Yesterday, the U.S. Occupational Government here in Hawaii destroyed and dismantled citizen-built community structures, as well as religious structures, ahu, up on Mauna Kea. And of all the days, of all the times, they did it on a religious holiday, on summer solstice. Whether you are one of our citizens who celebrate this in a non-religious way, just as a happy cultural time, because it's the summer solstice, it's deep within the season of Ku, or whether you celebrate this like I do as a religious time, this should have been a happy day and a happy time for our citizens. You look around the world at just all of the live streams from Stonehenge in England, all throughout the Northern Hemisphere celebrating the summer solstice. The events, the community building, the dancing, the festivities, the food, the honoring of very important people, the honoring of the gods or a particular god. That's what this day, that's what this time was supposed to be for, and it was supposed to be about. And instead, our people woke up to an occupational government that said, you and your human rights and your civil rights and your religious freedom rights mean nothing to us. And even more than that, we can violate them at a whim, whenever we feel like it, with impunity. The expectation is that our citizens will be violent and angry and stupid and animals, this wild Hawaiians. That's the expected reaction and outcome. It's not an assumption. It is a pretty obvious inference, especially after the occupational governor here for the state, Ige, and his little dream team with the AG and the BLNR and Lassler's, stand-in proxy, when they had their announcement, their press release announcement, saying just perversions of democracy and phrases like, we will continue to work together to protect the culture and people's rights. There is only rubble left over from where that ahu was Haleku kia I Mauna. And a sign posting from the Occupational Government saying that this was an abandoned structure. Abandoned structure. We have video eyewitness. There were already people praying there before any of these other occupational forces showed up. Why were they there? Because it's the solstice, and because they were set to begin honoring someone from Aotearoa who has shared his knowledge, his star chart knowledge, his stargazing knowledge, to bridge that gap between Aotearoa, the Maori, and the Kanaka Maoli here in Hawaii. That's what Hawaii should have been offering to the world. Just like how England was offering to the world. See all those people gathered at Stonehenge for the summer solstice to see the sunrise. We should have been able to offer also something beautiful to the world. And instead, once again, we will have to fight and be smart to protect our own rights, our own civil rights, our own religious rights, our own human rights in our own country. Because the U.S. Occupational Government here, which professes such importance on freedom and such importance on civil rights and human rights and religious freedom, doesn't feel that it applies to our citizens or to our indigenous faith. Okay. Just because you repeat something false, just because you repeat and say again and again that you are there to protect and preserve science and culture and the people and Hawaii, every time you repeat a false statement, it does not make it truer. We are also not dumb, animal, wild Hawaiians. This act, as atrocious as it is, will not spur us to be less than we are. Our citizens already are rising to the occasion to be the best of who they are. Because you know what? 'Tis the season. This is the time deep in the season of Ku. Not just in reference to Ku as in to fight for what you believe in, but also to respect Ku, the one who gave of himself to create the ulu tree, to provide in a time of such starvation and deprivation. We will do as well. We will provide for each other. We will provide for our citizens. We will provide until forevermore. Moa mo. And nothing and no one and no destruction and no disrespect and no violation of our rights will ever change that. We are here. We will always be here. And we will keep being who we are. No missionary, no squatter, no occupational government, no raid can change that. Our people are strong. And we will show you that.